welcome to Lynn's Beauty Stash and welcome to another video. Thank you for joining me. I hope that you're all doing well. In today's video, I will be doing a first impression and review on the Morphe 2 Hint Hint Skin Tint. And this is the packaging here. And you can see it's got like a 2 here. Very nice packaging actually, and I got it in the color Hint of Honey, which has a medium tan with neutral golden undertone. So in case you didn't know, they used two famous influencers for the campaign. They used Charlie and Dixie D'Amelio, and they use them as the campaign models for the Morphe 2. Now this is actually aimed for the younger generation, but it doesn't matter. I'm assuming anybody can use it. It's foundation, but it is aimed towards the younger generation. And it says here that it's lightweight, breathable formula, hydrates, smooths, and blurs, and it's, oh, this word here, such a fancy hard word, non-comedogenic, which, in other words, they didn't use products that can clog your pores. That's what that means. And it's also vegan, which is a bonus. And it says here, drop a tint, keep it light and easy with this fluid tint that melts into skin while providing a naturally radiant finish. Now, I don't know if this is matte or anything like that, or if it's gonna leave my skin dry. Is it dewy? I don't know. I'm hoping it has a tiny bit of dewiness to it, because I do like my foundations to be a tiny bit dewy. So I did show this in my Morphe haul last week. So it comes in a little bottle like this, and it's also a dropper, but before you use it, they tell you to make sure you shake it. So there is the dropper there, and I did mention that it was quite runny. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a clean foundation brush and a new beauty blender so I can see which I like better and how the application goes on, or if there's a difference at all with whether you use a brush or a beauty blender. So I'm just going to put some in the back of my hand here and then just apply it to my face. So I'm just going to do one side with the brush. It is so runny. Very, very liquidy. So I'm just going to apply it with my fingers here, and let's start blending, and hopefully you guys can see the results in this area here. So I'm just going to blend all that in. And now I did moisturizer earlier, like I'm talking 2 hours earlier before I'm applying this foundation. I did not use a primer. Normally I do, but I chose not to use a primer for this one. The sun would go away, guys. I really wish it would go away. Well, I blended it out pretty well. And I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see this. Lighting, you guys can't really see much. I just want to put some under my eye here, because you can see where I've got that darkness there. And I've only applied very little. Okay, I'm going to apply a little bit more. Maybe I didn't put enough there. The true test for me is around the eye area. Not too much coverage there. And I put a fair bit in this area. I would definitely need a concealer to put here. You see that? Definitely need a concealer. And honestly, I'm not wearing nothing on this side, and it's extremely lightweight. So now I'm going to go in and where did it go? Okay, guys, I got my beauty blender back. My pup took it. Not my puppy, but my dog. So there's my beauty blender. I'm going to go ahead and use that on this side of my face and see if I have better coverage. I don't have so much of a darkness here, but it's mostly here. That's so weird. So I'm actually going to drop this on my beauty blender. And the forehead, chin, and let's get dabbing. Let's see if this makes a difference. And I'm wondering, my test too will be to see if I grease up in the nose crease here, because a lot of times I find I end up greasing up in that area with or without makeup. I get very oily in this area here. Might look like I'm pressing hard on my eye area, but I'm not, trust me. I absolutely love the color. No questions about it. So I think under the eye areas, I definitely need a concealer to hide these dark circles that I have. So, you know, like if you have, like, I don't know if maybe it would cover, you know, a younger person's, I mean, our skin texture is different between a younger generation and somebody like myself who's a little older. I like the brush better for this application. I find it went on a lot smoother than the Beauty Blender, but that's for me. My face looks a lot smoother and has a little bit more of a glow with the brush than the Beauty Blender. The Beauty Blender side looks a little bit more drier looking than this side. And this side has like a dewy finish. So I would much prefer to use the brush instead of the Beauty Blender. I really like the tinted foundation. I really like this. Is it my favorite? No. But definitely I would use the brush. For sure, I would use the brush. I'm going to test wear it today, actually, for a good, I would say about 8 hours. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to let you know how it's set, how it's sit for the whole day. And that'll be my final thought and review for this lovely foundation. And if I don't like it, I'm very fortunate. I got 2 grown daughters and I'm sure one of them would love to use this. So it is now, oh no. So it's 11:30 right now. So I will be back later on with my final thoughts on this foundation. See you in a bit. Hey guys, so I am back and it is now 6:33. I know I said I would come back in 8 hours, but it's 7 hours later and I'm feeling a little tired. So a quick update on the foundation. I do like it. Maybe I can just get a little closer. You probably can't even tell I'm wearing the foundation, which is a little annoying, but I had no creasing in my eyelid like I normally do with another foundation, and that's why I have to set it with setting powder. Um, I did not add no setting powder to this foundation when I was done earlier. I added no concealer, no nothing. So all in all, it stayed tacky for a few hours and then it took, so basically it took a while for the foundation to settle and dry and it didn't feel tacky anymore. I did get a nap today and there was no, what's the word I'm looking for? Well, anyways, there was no no smearing on my pillow or anything like that. The foundation 7 hours later is still intact. There's no nothing has come off or anything. There's no creasing around the eyes where the makeup was, and no oiliness around the creases of each side of my nose. There's been nothing like that. And the only downfall that I don't like is there just wasn't enough coverage in the under eye area. But I mean, would I wear this more often? Yeah, I would. I actually like this foundation. I think it did a very nice job and I'm quite content with it. I'm really, really happy with it. So to me, it just goes to show that just because they say something is, based more for the younger audience, it doesn't mean that somebody of my age can't use it. So I'm really happy I did this review and test wear with you guys. And I thank you all for joining me. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. And I will see you all in my next video. And until then, bye-bye.